Part 4. The Corridor of Forgotten Echoes. The mist swallowed me whole. There was no up, no down, only an endless corridor twisting into darkness. The walls seemed alive, pulsing faintly like veins under skin. Every step I took echoed, but the echoes didn't fade. They multiplied, distorted, until they became whispers. At first, I thought it was the river again, murmuring forgotten tongues. But these whispers were sharper, more intimate. They called out names, secrets, sins. Liar. Coward. Traitor. I clenched my fists, trying to ignore them. Yet the more I resisted, the louder they grew. Faces began to form in the mist. People I had known, people I had wronged. My father's weary eyes, my mother's disappointed sigh. Lan's tear-streaked cheeks. They leaned close, mouths wide, whispering accusations that cut like knives. I stumbled, covering my ears. But even in silence, their voices lived inside me. Then the corridor twisted. The ground shifted beneath my feet, and I found myself standing in a place both familiar and impossible. My old house. The wooden table, the half-broken chair, the smell of rain leaking through the roof, all exactly as it had been. Home, I breathed. But something was wrong. The air was heavy, and every shadow in the room stretched unnaturally long. The photographs on the wall had no faces, only smears of darkness. And then I heard it, soft sobbing. I turned. Lan was sitting by the window, her back to me. Her hair hung loose, dripping with water that pooled on the floor. "Lan," I whispered. She turned slowly. Her face was pale, her eyes empty, yet tears streamed endlessly down her cheeks. She opened her mouth, but instead of words, a chorus of whispers poured out, echoes of all the voices from the corridor. The walls shuddered. The floor warped. The house collapsed into mist, leaving only her figure. She reached out her hand, trembling. For a moment, I wanted nothing more than to take it, to fall into her embrace and beg forgiveness. But something inside me, the faint warmth of the feather, on Yama's scale, held me back. "Lan," I said, voice breaking. "You're not her. You're the echo of my guilt." Her form twisted, screaming without sound, before dissolving into smoke. The corridor stretched onward, silent once more. I fell to my knees, chest heaving though I had no lungs. My soul shook with the weight of memory and regret. But I had survived the first trial. The whispers faded. Ahead, a faint red glow flickered. Another path awaited. And I knew this was only the beginning.